For more than 50 years now, humanity has basically been stuck in our own cosmic backyard. Sure, we've explored low Earth orbit, but we haven't really ventured out, not into the deep black. Well, that is all about to change. So let's dive into the story of Artemis II, our first real step back into deep space.
I mean, really let that sink in for a second. We did the impossible. We put footprints on another world. And then, for more than half a century, that was it. We went no further. Yeah, we built space stations, we sent incredible robots to Mars, but humans, we stayed close to home.
For over 50 years, every single person who has gone to space has stayed safely tethered to Earth, right inside our planet's orbit. That's what makes the Artemis II mission such a massive deal. This isn't just another launch, it's a historic leap back into the cosmos. And it all boils down to this one huge, high-stakes question that the entire mission is designed to answer. See, this isn't about landing on the moon again. Not yet, anyway. This is about proving that we actually have what it takes to survive the journey out there.
Okay, so what's this mission really all about? First thing you have to know, this is not Apollo 2.0. This is a critical test flight. Before we can even dream of building bases or staying in deep space, we have to prove we can get there, that our systems work, and most importantly, that we can get back home safely.
So, who are these pioneers who are going to make this journey? And what kind of incredible machine will carry them farther from Earth than anyone has gone in a generation?
So here they are. You've got Commander Reed Wiseman, a seasoned Navy pilot. Victor Glover is the pilot, and he's got tons of experience from his time on the ISS. Then there's Christina Koch, a mission specialist who holds the women's record for longest single spaceflight, 328 days. And then get this, Jeremy Hansen from Canada is also a specialist. And this incredible, historic journey into deep space, it's going to be his very first time leaving Earth. Talk about jumping in at the deep end. Their ride to get there is the Space Launch System, the SLS. And to put it simply, it's the most powerful rocket ever built for humans. It's got 2 huge solid rocket boosters and 4 RS-25 engines, the same workhorse engines from the Space Shuttle. And together, they create about 15% more thrust than even the mighty Saturn V. It is just a mind-boggling amount of power, and it's what makes this whole new era of exploration possible. And their spacecraft, the Orion capsule, is a whole different animal from the Apollo capsules from the 60s. It's bigger, it's got room for 4 astronauts, and it's all digital. But the real game changer is the philosophy behind it. Apollo was a sprint, get to the moon, plant a flag, get home. Orion, on the other hand, is built for marathons. It's a long-duration vehicle that's really a test bed for all the tech we're going to need to eventually get to Mars. But what if something goes catastrophically wrong during that incredibly powerful launch? Well, there's no turning back, but there is an eject button. The launch abort system is basically a small rocket on top of the main rocket that can fire in an instant, yanking the crew capsule away from disaster. It would be an unbelievably violent ride, but it's designed to do one thing: save their lives. All right, let's assume the launch goes off without a hitch. Now, they don't just point the ship at the moon and hit the gas. Nope. This whole first phase is a very careful shakedown cruise. It's the first time humans will be testing this vehicle where it's meant to be used. The trip to orbit is just a wild 8-minute ride. The boosters fire and they're off. A couple minutes later, the boosters separate. A few minutes after that, the main engines cut off and bam! Just like that, Orion is coasting silently in Earth orbit. But they're not going straight to the moon. First, they go into this big, looping orbit around Earth. Think of it as their final dress rehearsal in a safe place. This is their last chance to check every single system, life support, navigation, they even fly the capsule by hand, all while coming home is still a relatively simple option if something isn't working perfectly. Only after every system gets a perfect score, Mission Control will give them the go for the big one, the trans-lunar injection. This is the engine burn that finally pushes Orion out of Earth's gravity and slingshots it toward the moon. This is the moment of commitment. This is the point of no return. And this is where everything changes. As they fly further and further away, Earth shrinks from a planet into a small blue marble in the window. And out here, the crew will face dangers that are completely invisible. See, for the first time in over 50 years, humans are going to leave the protection of Earth's magnetic field. Out here, solar radiation is a real, constant threat. If a big solar storm erupts from the sun, the crew actually has to create a shelter inside Orion.
using the ship's equipment and even their water supplies as a makeshift radiation shield. Now, one of the most brilliant safety features of this whole mission is its path. It's called a free return trajectory. And what that means is, even if their main engine died right after they left Earth, the moon's gravity would literally grab the spacecraft, swing it around the far side, and fling it right back toward home. It's a cosmic safety net. As they swing around the moon, they'll go farther from Earth than any human has ever been. And for several minutes, as they pass behind it, all communication with home will be cut off. No signals in, no signals out. They will be truly, completely alone. Can you even imagine that?
After their 10-day journey, they face their final and, frankly, most dangerous test. Coming back from deep space is not like returning from the International Space Station. It's a way more violent and much more precise challenge.
Get ready for this number. Orion is going to slam into the top of the atmosphere at over 40,000 kilometers per hour. That's a speed that's almost impossible to wrap your head around, and it generates an unbelievable amount of energy. And all that speed gets converted into heat. The friction is going to blast the outside of the heat shield to nearly 2,700 degrees Celsius. That's about half as hot as the surface of the sun. And the only thing standing between the crew and that inferno is the heat shield. The heat shield is designed to do something called ablate, which means it basically chars, melts, and flakes away on purpose, carrying all that deadly heat away with it. It's a controlled sacrifice. Once Orion has slowed down enough, a series of parachutes pop out, and the capsule makes a gentle splashdown in the Pacific Ocean, right where the recovery teams are waiting. So after all that, a successful splashdown, what does it all really mean? Well, this whole thing is about so much more than just one flight. It's about everything that comes next.
Ultimately, this mission is the bedrock for everything that's supposed to follow. It's not about repeating Apollo's goal of planting a flag. It is about proving that our tech and our astronauts can handle deep space. Because the missions after this one, they're about building a permanent presence on the moon and testing the gear we'll need to go to Mars.
And that leaves us with this final thought. This whole Artemis program is redefining what a giant leap really means. It's not just about getting there anymore. It's about learning how to stay, how to build, and how to live far away from home. And Artemis II, it's the very first, very crucial test to see if we're truly ready for that future.